Mo Butters just landed. We got
here.
Michael.
What up? Rock Island, Vegas.
Rock Island, laces.
This is what we do. We do's how we does. Man, if you ain't got it together, you better get it together, because it's coming to a city near you. Get to it. You know how we do. Get with us and get lost.
Superman just can't catch a break. The FBI is now digging deeper into Kamal Woods, and things aren't looking good. Woods, the guy who thought running a city like a Monopoly game with real businesses and taxpayer dollars was a genius move, is now knee-deep in subpoenas, federal investigations, and some seriously bad optics. There's even talk that he and the so-called Super Mayor could be facing indictments. Not a great look. According to a report from WGN that dropped earlier today, Woods and his girlfriend, soon-to-be former Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, allegedly tried to pull a shady power move on a local business owner. Tiffany camera was working on opening a restaurant and entertainment venue on land reportedly owned by Woods. Initially, she was all in, hyping up the project like a proud parent at a school play. But then, out of nowhere, she pulled the plug. No liquor license, no approvals, nothing. Why? Camera claims it was a setup from the start. The plan was to let her business fail, wait for foreclosure, and then swoop in to snatch up the property for themselves. That's not entrepreneurship. That's straight-up villain behavior. The scheme was so blatant that a judge had to step in and force the village and the so-called Super Mayor to issue the liquor license. Let's not forget, she even got slapped with contempt of court over it.
It was an ordinary event to get liquor licenses issued.
Henyard repeatedly assured that the licenses, already approved by the village board, would be issued, but she never followed through. She even made that promise again in open court on Wednesday. Yet, when the licenses still weren't signed, by Thursday, everyone was back in court for a hearing on Friday morning. To make matters worse, Henyard showed up half an hour late.
Judge asked the mayor, "Will you sign these licenses?" And instead of signing them or answering the judge directly, she, began talking in circles. And so that's when the judge made one determination of what's called indirect criminal contempt.
This blatant disregard for the court's authority didn't go unnoticed. The judge saw it as outright disrespect. Under the threat of yet another contempt ruling, Henyard finally signed 2 of the 3 licenses.
Every digital crumb to find out what. This does not look good for Kamal Woods.
If you've been following this channel for a while, you already know this isn't just a one-time slip-up. It's part of a much bigger pattern. Henyard's administration was already drowning in scandal, with 2 officials facing bankruptcy, fraud charges, and the FBI keeping a close watch on Dolton since May 2024. So, seeing Kamal Woods caught up in this mess? Not exactly surprising. This is just another piece in a growing web of corruption. When you're dating the mayor and somehow land in the middle of a federal probe, people start asking questions. How deep was Woods in all of this? Was he just a boyfriend cashing in on the perks with a cushy ghost job, or was he a key player in Dolton's murkiest business dealings? Either way, it's not a good look. And let's be real. Woods' business dealings have always raised suspicion, especially among Dolton residents who had long questioned whether he was up to something shady. Clearly, the feds took notice too, and that's why the people of Dolton have had enough. They kicked Henyard out of office in a landslide, and now Woods is under the microscope. No one likes being played, and this entire situation reeks of backroom, deals, personal gain, and corporate greed. Then there's Camera, the business owner caught in the middle of it all. She made it clear. Her home, her livelihood, everything was at stake. This isn't just some political scandal. Real people are suffering because someone wanted to make a quick buck. When you mess with people's businesses and livelihoods, it's more than bad press. You create lifelong enemies. So, what's next for Kamal Woods? Probably nothing good. Like I said, when the FBI starts handing out subpoenas, it usually means charges are coming. If they find proof that Woods was manipulating real estate deals for personal gain, he could be facing serious legal trouble. And in federal cases, consequences don't come in the form of a slap on the wrist. If he's guilty, he could be looking at real prison time. Maybe he thought he was playing chess, but in reality, he was just playing himself. The idea that he and Henyard allegedly thought they could pull off these shady real estate deals unnoticed, especially given all the scrutiny in recent years, is beyond reckless. Now, the feds are back, Dolton residents are watching closely, and Wood's name is tied to one of the biggest small-town corruption scandals in recent memory. If he has any sense, he'll start talking now, before the FBI does it for him. Otherwise, he might just be the next face in a Dolton mugshot lineup. This whole situation is completely wild. And like I said, Tiffany Henyard just can't seem to catch a break. Let me know what you think about this story in the comments.